Greetings, everyone. I promise a video every day for 30 days. So, better late than never. Now, the last two videos that I did have so much traction. And this is important because it's like a trigger to a lot of women who have experienced, being in relationship with narcissistic men, being in relationship with men who came in like a knight in shining armor and love bombed them, and then turned the role to the point where not only did they abuse them emotionally, but financially. And a lot of women speak about how they had to go in hiding. Well, listen, that's my story. I had to live in hiding for more than 6 years after leaving a man that sponsored me. Because guess what? These individuals don't know how to love you. But because they filled out some paperwork and probably paid a small fee, they think they own you. And a lot of these men, when they bring women from Jamaica, of course, unbeknown to you when you're young, they will make up their mind that they're bringing you so you can come and mind them and take care of them. There have been stories where the man says, when my partner gets here, I'm not working anymore. So what they do, they look for ambitious women, people who are, whenever you hear these men talk about how they love your independence and how proud they are of you when you find job in, good establishments or Fortune 500 companies, it's a red flag. They're seeing you as their meal ticket. They're planning that you are going to come and take care of them. If it's a situation where two persons, come together and decided that they want to work together to build themselves, nothing is wrong with that. But some of these men that go and marry these young girls, and again, I'm going to repeat, they marry young, very young ones because they think you're inexperienced and they see the opportunity to control. But they fail to realize that it doesn't matter how young someone is and naive, they're going to get older. And so they play these mind games. So, in my experience, coming to a new country where I had no friends, had no family, and again, by my nature, I am a person who is more of a loner. So I stay by myself. I just don't like too much friends and company. I don't like to go to people's house, and I wasn't inviting anybody to my house. So they like these individuals. They scope you out. When they see you're like this, they're like, yes, it'll be very easy to isolate this one and separate this one from friends or in some cases family. The situation that we're seeing playing itself out, we want to think positive about, you know, people's stories. And of course, it happens to men too, but more rarely. A lot of men, when they sponsor women, they feel like if you're not going to be with me, you're not going to be with anyone else. But when women go through it, women sponsor these men, they leave them with children, they abandon them sometimes right away. As soon as they arrive in the country where they're sponsored, they find a new partner and they're gone. And women tend to pick up the pieces and move on, but not a lot of these men. And so when we have these conversations with what you see happening or unfolding with Kim and Boo, or others who we know clearly see that there's dominance and control in the relationship. But I'm going to say here, for those women who have the courage to get up and leave that situation, to choose their children or choose themselves and say, you know what, I'm not going to live this way. I personally had at one point decided that I was going to move back to Jamaica. And of course, when you're with someone like that, the honeymoon turns on and they start being very, very nice. But I was ready to move back because I was like, this is just not working out. I'm not very happy. I mentioned that in one video that I did that, Kim should go home, not by any intention that, she doesn't deserve to be in America. But at the time, I was so scared for her. That's why I was saying she probably should go back home. But really, the fact, once you root up from Jamaica, it's hard to return. It's very difficult because you give up everything, give up your job, give up, some people give up their home, give up the life that they know there, and they don't want to turn back. So for all the women who are listening to this video who have had an experience or have a husband or a partner like Boo, you understand this. I have met women who told me that after they were sponsored by their partner, and because they had to wait for a period of time before they could get their green card, men take the belt out of their waist and flog them like they were children. These are serious things. So for all the persons who are coming forward to condemn this young girl for making the decision that she wanted to live in an environment where she felt, like she has autonomy and she didn't want to be under the clutches of her senior citizen, I feel bad for you that you want to be angry with somebody for exercising their right to be free. We're not going to touch too much on the other family because there's so much more going on, and I said what I needed to say about them. All I'm saying is we all have our problems. We all have our story. We all have our sore spot. We all need to heal from one thing or the other. I personally am happy to see all these ladies supporting other women that are going through terrible situations or bad relationship, offering them encouragement, telling them that it is okay. It's a good thing. And more women need to do it. More women need to surround each other, especially the young ones, and encourage them and share their stories with them. Continue to share your stories with me. Sometimes when I listen to these stories, they break my heart, but they motivate me to share my own story and to also support other women as they're going through theirs. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. I really appreciate all the individuals who have come over here to share love and to support the channel. We give thanks. Stay blessed.